Well, the time has come for me to address the Kendrick Lamar performance last night. This your boy OMD, Old Man Dex, aka Doc Savage, the man of bronze, corner, store, television, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and so on. Here's what I think. He gets the grand thumbs up. Sam Jackson, I applaud you. Serena Williams, I applaud you. Performance coordinator, I applaud you. And not only the man himself, Kendrick Lamar, I applaud you for not only wearing the Gloria jacket to represent your mom. My mom's name is Gloria too, by the way, which I thought was really cool. The fact that you would make this not only about getting at Drake, and let me see what I can call Drake. Drake is the quintessential corporate version of what they think a hip hop artist should be. He is what you would say an artificial diamond versus a real diamond that's dug up out of the earth. Yeah, I said it. Drake, you can just tell by the way he moves, how he dresses, the things that he does at 30-something years old, trying to wear braids or there's little plaits in his head and getting his head. Look, I'm an old dude. I'm 58 years old. I love hip hop, but I know when it's time to just cut your hair regular. I know when it's time to just wear your t-shirts and be who you are. You can still rhyme and rap and do all that stuff without trying to look like a child. See, that's where all the pedophile stuff comes from. Not only have you been messing with kids, you're trying to dress like one so you can attract your demographic you're looking for. This is my opinion. Nobody has to agree with this. Nobody has to say, oh yeah, you're so right. You need to judge for yourself. And in regards to the performance, it wasn't just about dissing Drake. It was also about telling the United States of America and the world abroad that the time has come for us as black people around the world to do not acknowledge. And you need to acknowledge your greatness. You need to acknowledge your beauty. You need to acknowledge your genius. You need to acknowledge and accept the fact that we are not only a part of this world, we help make this world go around. I've always said this and I'll say this again. Black people on this planet, when it comes to pop culture, anytime, any decade, you can look back on, I don't care. Polka wasn't the dance of the day. You know what I'm saying? The winter dance wasn't the dance of the decade or the dance of the day in whatever era that was in. Did people like that? Did people mess with that? Did a certain demographic want to see that and go to those shows? You better believe it. But ultimately, anything that this color skin was doing, no disrespect to any other culture, any other race, what we do stands the test of time. And people want to not only do what we do, they want to think that they can supersede what we do, i.e. Gangnam Style, the guy from Korea, and all of these Korean pop bands that are looking like New Edition, but all of them are all Korean. And other people that look online, there are all these Asian cultures crip walking to black music. If y'all hate us so much, you sure do love the stuff that we create. You sure do love the stuff that we create. And once again, for those who might feel some type of way about this or get triggered by me saying what I'm saying, you're the problem. Like I said, you don't have to necessarily agree, but it's the writing's on the wall. The writing is on the wall. If I'm not honest or being truthful about what I'm saying, why do so many people want to dance like we do, want to pop lock, want to break dance? Why is that woman from Australia trying to create break dancing and put it in the Olympics? I believe she was trying to mock break dancing. There's no way she thought what she was doing was actually about the culture. There's no way. It was a mocking of the culture. That's what it was. and also a money grab at the same time. That's the kind of world we live in. That's the kind of creators and culture that we live in. People who try to take advantage of situations. That's why you have people right now that are my skin color making negative videos about Kendrick Lamar's performance last night. This one in particular, man, which I won't give him shine, but I will say what he said on his video. Me at the Super Bowl party where I was, the white people, he led with that. The Super Bowl party where I was, the white people didn't even get what he was trying to do. First and foremost, why, as a black person, are you trying to represent any thought, provocation, or provokeness from what another race would think of that? Unless you're not only trying to speak for them, you're trying to be one of them. And that's the saddest thing I could ever think and hear from a person who is so-called a black woman or a black man. That's sad. It's sad that we live in a day and age where you feel like wherever you grew up, I don't know how you grew up, who raised you or what. I can give a perfect example of a person who was raised by white people and still made sure he understood who he was as a man. Comedian Tommy Davidson, who I believe has all the rights to be bitter, has all the rights to go against everything that the black people stand for, because his mother left him by a dumpster. She left him by a dumpster to die as an infant, whereabout a white woman heard his cries. God told that white woman, "Did you hear that baby crying?" And she subsequently took him home and made him a part of her family, and he grew up in a happy home. He has every right to feel like some of these wiggers, and yeah, I said it, wiggers feel, Candace Owen included, that will say and do and anything against the black race that they grew up in. But he didn't do that. Tommy Davidson loves his race. He represents black people at all costs and all times, which I love. And so does his white adopted mother. She wanted him to know his race. She wanted him to know his history and his culture. Because guess what? She's Caucasian. He's a black man. We can all live together knowing our heritages. But see, the problem with white people is white people don't want to face the fact that their heritage has been hate, has been race baiting, has been racist killings, has been enslaving people and doing horrible, horrible things all around the world. Until you guys face that fact, acknowledge it, like a lot of whites have. A lot of white people have acknowledged those facts, and they're living better lives alongside everyone, not just black people, every other race. They're living better alongside those people, knowing the injustices that their predecessors and their forefathers committed on people. Until that fact is faced, and this is the reason why they're trying to erase